Hello guys and welcome back to the channel. So in this video I want to talk to you about a very important Palantir subject. And this stock is going to be very tricky for the next few years to come. And that is going to be for a reason that I'm going to show you here. It's only going to be the smart investors who get this and the people who understand this concept that I'm going to show you in this video. And it's very important for you to know this so that you can avoid FUD and maybe selling out of the stock because you think it's overvalued, or not getting into the stock because you think the price is too high. So as always, if you like this content, please make sure you hit the like button and subscribe to this channel. And please say hi to me on Twitter. My handle is VinceIsBullish. A lot of you, I think, have done it, but you don't say that you come from the videos. I just see that I get a lot of followers every day. So thank you so much, and I'll see you over at Twitter. Now, I want to show you a very important video that it's just going to be 1 minute. That is from the earnings call that I think doesn't get enough attention, and it has a very profound meaning for Palantir's next few years. Karp talks about the AIP platform, and I will just let the video do the talking.
Be more and more efficient. No, our basic, it's counterintuitive, but we're gonna within the context of remaining profitable. Our strategy on AI is to just take the whole market. We have no pricing strategy. We're going to create a lot of value. We're going to get hundreds of customers, and we will price it as we go. One of the things we've seen over and over again is when you're ahead of the market, you need to take territory. We want to take territory for two reasons. One, we believe we have the only product currently on the market that can solve some of these intricate technical needs. Two, we've spent years building certain things, like how do you manage knowledge systems across algorithms, across security interests. We know how hard it is to build this. We believe that it will take years for people to build these things. And three, because as we take territory, we educate the market, and the market, quite frankly, many analysts believe this stuff is really easy. You educate the market to see how hard it is, and in doing that, you then have pricing parity because they will try other things that, for technical reasons, are likely to fail. So especially in the U.S., we have some non-U.S. customers. There are some exceptions to this. We can't do this for free for governments for legal reasons.
So this will be very important later. He says we can't do this for free for the government customers. So that kind of suggests that he is thinking to do it for free for commercial customers.
And because we have so many already AI-driven clients, but in the U.S. commercial context, our strategy is going to be to take territory, educate the market, and make it very difficult for other people entering the market because they'll have to compete with a product that's what we've already been working on for de facto years, with solving technical issues that the market doesn't yet realize exist. Then I'll leave.
So it's clear that the whole company at Palantir thinks that AIP is the future of Palantir, and Karp said that we're gonna just take market share. There's no pricing strategy. All we're going for is taking market share, and we're going to get hundreds of customers. So just to put that in perspective, currently they have 280 customers. So if they're getting hundreds of new customers, that means that they're going to double or triple the company with this AIP platform, right? So that's fantastic expansion. But there is a problem. Karp has a habit of giving away Palantir's product for free. For example, when it was the COVID time, he let the NHS use Foundry for £1, £1 British. Or when the Russians attacked Ukraine, he let the Ukrainians just have his software for free. And I believe the Ukrainians still have the software for free, which, by the way, if you have the balance sheet to do this, it's a fantastic business strategy, because what happens is basically the Ukrainian government gets embedded in Foundry. They start building stuff in Foundry, and then they find them in a position that they cannot live without this program. And then whatever happens when the war ends and they need to start paying for this program, they have no choice but, give the arms and legs to be able to continue using this program. It's a little bit also what happened to the NHS, that they got to use the program for £1. It really helped the country in a very tough time, and now they seem to be getting a lot of other contracts in England, and possibly this really big NHS contract, or very much seems like that they're getting this contract because they have this previous experience with Palantir. So this is a fantastic sales strategy, but on the short term it's very bad for your bottom line and for your profitability. And why Palantir is going to be very, very tricky is, let me show you something. So Palantir has these top 20 customers. We don't know who they are, but you can see that the average revenue, trailing 12-month revenue of the top 20 customers is $51 million. So if you go $51 million times 20, you see that that amount is over $1 billion. That comes from only 20 customers. That is half of Palantir that comes from only 20 customers. Whereas they have 280 customers in total. So the 50%, the other half of Palantir, comes from the other 260 customers. And I'm actually going to write an email that I'm going to publish on Twitter. Again, my thing is Vince's at Vince's Bullish. Sorry, it's a bit late here. So I want to write an open email to Palantir Investor Relations, because I believe the top 20 customers is obviously secret, very long time, government, you know, some of them maybe like BP is known, but very, very old customers, and all the 260 customers is newer customers that are scaling. And, you know, every year they're becoming a bigger and bigger part of Palantir, but it's not really showing in the revenue growth and on the bottom line, because all the profit is with this top 20 customers. And if the top 20 customers slow down, like they have, sorry, I have to move my head here. So they only bought 14% more, which is also logical, because how much more can you scale this very, very big customers? How real is it that customers will spend more than 51 million with you? I think that these relationships are very, very mature relationships. So the reason why it's going to be very, very tricky is because Palantir is going to get a lot of new customers, but because they're giving away the AIP platform almost for free, it will show that Palantir is not really growing, and also that the profitability is very, very low. So if you don't do a lot of digging, it's going to seem like, okay, this company is getting a lot of customers, but they're not really growing revenue, and they have a super high P. So remember that this year they're going to be GAAP profitable. So there is going to be a P multiple for Palantir, and it might be, I haven't done the math calculation here yet, but it might be that their P is going to be like 1,000 or 1,500, because the profit is laser thin. They're just trying to show in the books that, okay, we can eke out a profit, right? So imagine if this continues the next year, you see that, okay, they got 60 new customers, but the revenue is still only growing 20% because they're giving away this AI platform. And you see that, oh my God, their profit is not increasing, because again, they're giving away this EIP platform. But this also means you have to remember that when Palantir acquires a customer, it costs them a lot of money. They need to use the forward deploy engineers, and then it takes about 1 to 2 years to fully set up Palantir, and the customer starts scaling and scaling, but Palantir starts to have less and less employees on that customer. So once the customer is paying the most, Palantir has the least amount of employees, and it's the least amount of effort to keep that customer going, right? So it's like Palantir is a company that is exponentially more getting profitable as they scale within customers. So if you don't keep that in mind, you might never end up buying this company, even though they're doing amazing, they're executing flawlessly, and you're going to do it because you don't understand their business model. So this is why I think that Palantir is going to be very tricky for the next few years. Nevertheless, it's going to be, I believe, this is not investment advice, one of the best investments you will ever make, because this company is riding on the AI wave. They have a super amazing balance sheet. They have very good management that understands and knows what they're doing. And it's one of the best growth companies out there. So let me know in the comments what you think. Please hit me up on Twitter, and I'm going to send an open letter to investor relations at Palantir, because I want to know what is the actual net dollar retention when you exclude these top 20 customers. How many customers do they have where they are, you know, giving away this the program for free, and lots of other juicy things. So check it again on Twitter, and thank you so much for watching. Make sure you're subscribed, and I'll see you in the next video. Ciao, ciao.